Hey guys, how you doing? Today I'm going to talk to you about nasal polyps. That's what I have. It's actually my update. I made a video a while back about my nasal polyps. I've had them for years. Nasal polyps are basically like these inflamed polyps in your nose that's usually caused, well, it's affiliated with allergies, and they become inflamed in both nostrils mostly, and you either can't breathe. Well, it could be a multiple symptoms. You can't breathe well, you can't smell, it's almost like you have a cold all the time. And when it first started out for me, it started out like I was just always had a cold, always had a stuffy nose. So I figured, probably allergy season or something like that. And always had trouble breathing, especially at night when I'm laying down. I could hardly ever breathe through my nose, always breathing through my mouth. Sometimes it would be one nose that could breathe out, or the other nose that can breathe out, or no nose that can breathe out. I was always blowing my nose. It was like just having a constant cold. It was going on forever and ever and ever. And there was times, I guess it was between seasons, that it would be worse than other times, so that's why I put up with it. And really I just thought probably just allergies, and then when it was like winter time, thinking it was just a long cold. It basically started like, I think it started like right after I had Matai, which was 6 years ago. It seemed like I was always having a cold, and even when Matai wasn't, even when Matai was still in me, I felt I always had a cold, and the only thing I could really take was Robitussin, and it never worked. Robitussin really never worked for me anyway. I never really liked that product, but didn't seem to help. And then gradually I came to a point where I couldn't smell. I can't smell anything. No, there was certain smells I could smell. I could smell roses. I could smell smoke. But other than that, I can't smell nothing. I used to have problems cooking, that if I'm not paying attention, I'll forget that I'm cooking and I'm doing something else, and I won't know that the food is burning until I see smoke in the house. Yeah. So I've had many close calls with burning food, and I'm a very good cook. Never had problems with burning food before. Now it seems like it's a constant thing. Thank God I haven't burnt down my house or anything like that. But there's times where I can smell. Like, it's really weird. I think like when it's mostly summertime and it's less thick air, I can smell better. And then as soon as the weather changes and it start getting cold, then all of a sudden I can't smell anymore. It could be very annoying because I love senses. I love to smell flowers. I love to smell perfume. I love to walk by Bath and Beyond at the mall and smell all those wonderful smells. It's very therapeutic to me, smells, when they smell good, roses and stuff like that. So it was very hard for me to like really buy perfumes or go to Bath and Body, even though I know basically everything smells good, but I don't know what it smells like. I've gone to Carol's Daughter. I love that product. And when I first started using it, I had no clue what it smelled like. I just used it in a hope for the best. Like products that I've used in my hair, I've hoped for the best that it doesn't smell that bad. And when I do get into my smelling period, I'll start smelling everything that I didn't know what it smelled like, and see if I've been smelling bad or something. Luckily, I've been picking the right products and the right items that I haven't come across anything that had a very pungent smell to it. So I lucked out in that. And as far as perfumes, Ralph Lauren's perfumes are my best. It's the only perfume I really buy. So that was really the only perfume I would buy, knowing that I'm going to love it no matter what. So the status of my nasal polyps now, I've been putting it off to see an ENT, hoping and praying that, they would just go away. There were good times and bad times that it seemed like it was getting better, and then it would turn around and get bad again. So I recently saw an ENT and an allergist. And because the ENT has said that they don't automatically do surgery on polyps because usually, I don't know if it's usually or how often or the percentage that people get polyps cut out of their nose. And even though they get it cut out, they said there's a probability that it's going to grow back anyway. So they try not to focus on any type of surgery until they look into other things that is associated with nasal polyps, which is allergies. So my ENT sent me to the allergist, and I'm just waiting for my results to see what I'm allergic to. I have a feeling they're going to tell me my cat. I've had my cat for, Jaja is 18 years old, and I've had her forever. I never had allergies before, never been allergic to anything, and I have a feeling they're going to tell me the cat, because usually whenever you find out you're allergic to something, it's the cat. So, but it's not like I'm going to get rid of her or anything. So right now, how I'm controlling my my nasal polyps and my breathing and everything, since I've seen the ENT, I'm using Nasonex, which I've been using. It helps, actually, when I do Nasonex. It does decrease the size, I guess, of the polyps that I'm able to actually smell. Well, my batteries died. I had to replace my batteries. But Nasonex is like $40. So I can't afford to pay it every time. So my regular doctor had been giving me like samples of it, but they only last like 7 days each sample. And I was only getting like 2 at a time. So whenever I stop using Nasonex, I can't smell again. So I have to sacrifice and start buying the Nasonex because it does help me a lot with my breathing and with my smelling. So as I was saying, so I'm taking the Nasonex, and also I'm taking a generic brand prescription of Singulair. Singulair will help decrease my polyps as well, and it has to do, you know, with allergy symptoms and everything like that, so I can breathe easy. And it's actually helped a lot. And I can actually smell again for now. And the smells, when I start smelling, the smells are just like so exuberant to me because I haven't smelled in a long time, especially when I'm cooking and I can smell all my spices and everything like that. Surprisingly, even though I can't smell, I can still taste. A lot of people be like, oh, you can't taste anything, blah, 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 but my smell hasn't affected my taste, so I'm hoping that, like if I had to do the surgery, that the smell will come back with no problem, and that would be it. I'm not nervous about the surgery or anything. I just don't like doctors. So I don't like doctor visits, actually, because I feel like they're going to find something worse than what something really is, and I don't want to hear it. So that's why it took me so long to see an ENT. But I'm on point. I'm on top of it. I'm just waiting for my results to find out what I'm allergic to. Then they said they can go from there, and then decide what to do, if I'm going to need the surgery, if not. Really, they don't really like to do the surgery because they have a tendency of coming back to polyps. So it's almost like a waste that you're going through all this process of a surgery and the things still come back. So I'm praying to God that whatever it is, I get rid of it. I'm back to my normal breathing and smelling, because I just want to smell everything. And that's like aromatherapy. Love aromatherapy. Can't do it without it. Like I just I bought this years ago. It's an oil that was made from, you know, you go to a vendor stand. I think I might have bought it in Harlem. I'm not sure. Never knew the smell of it, but I had bought it because it was cheap, and I figured it should smell good. It's oil, and usually when you buy from those guys and they mix it up, it does smell good. I forget what it's supposed to. It's supposed to smell like a particular perfume, but I can't remember now because it's been so long. So today I used it for the first time since I bought it. I opened it. I smelled it. I don't know what it's supposed to smell like, but this smells so good. So I rubbed some of it in my hair because I have shea butter in my hair, and kind of I don't know. It smell. I guess my senses are so strong. I'm smelling everything really, really hard. So I wanted to take the shea butter smell away a little bit, and I rubbed a little bit of this on my hands and rubbed it in my hair, and actually rubbed it all over me. This stuff smells great. I wish I knew what this was supposed to smell like, but I guess I'm gonna have it even. God, I think I've had this like 5 years, maybe longer. I don't know, but it does smell good, so I'll be using it from now on. And yeah, so I just wanted to share that particular health problem that I have. Like I said in my previous videos, I got a lot of health problems, and I'm just going to talk to you guys about it. I'm trying to, you know, better my life and be a better me, and I'm going to take care of all the health problems that I need to take care of. And if I can get off of medications, that's even a plus for it. But as long as I keep myself as healthy as possible so that I can be happy and I can live longer so I can enjoy my children longer, and that's all I'm striving for, just to have a better, healthy life. Everybody, you have a blessed day. Smooches.